We are live! Let's go! Let's go! Pressing every button there is. Welcome to Speculation Sunday. Thank you guys for joining today on a Sunday. We got Just As Danny in the house. Danny, how are you doing, man? Are you loving this weather?
No, I prefer the sunny, hot weather. But I know we need the rain, so I'm not poo pooing it. But I'd like to go to Disneyland, and I was gonna go tomorrow, but now that I know it's raining, I canceled. So
Yeah, the rain in Disneyland, it always sounds like a great time. If you prepare for it with like rain boots and whatever, it could be good. But I don't know. I don't do the best in the rain at Disneyland. I'm not the most fondest about it. Uh, we got Chris Hatch. Hey, Danny, did you hear that Fortnite is going to start hosting movie premieres for Disney and Pixar films in the game? Any thoughts on that?
um, I'm noticing, Mondo, on your end, on the actual live stream, it's like buffering.
Uh oh.
So I don't know. On our side, it's good, but on the live stream, it's buffering. Is anyone else loading for them, or what happened?
I don't know. Uh oh. Why? Why must this happen? Is it buffering? Is it buffering for anybody? I don't know. I have my thing on mute, so I can't really tell. He's very delayed. Danny looks a little laggy. I know Danny was saying earlier before we went live that there was like an issue. Danny, you are buffering on the live stream. I'm on the good Wi-Fi. Like I confirm, we are on the good Wi-Fi. It's taken like 7 seconds for you to respond, Danny. We just lost Danny. We just lost Danny. Yo, what's up, Pete? How you doing? All right. Can you hear me, Danny? Or is it lagging? I see you're buffering, like on your side. I'm like, I don't even know if he's hearing me.
Yeah, it's just really slow. I don't know what to do.
Oh my gosh. I'm on the right internet too, the
I don't know.
proper internet. All right, so I'm going to say something and we're going to
I
wait
don't
10
know.
seconds. Oh man. It says Danny is still lagging. That's so weird. Crazy. Hmm. 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 No. So I'll talk about the premiere thing real quick. I don't understand how they'll do premieres of Fortnite on the game because uh, if you're going to do premieres on the game, are you going to be charging people to watch the movie in Fortnite? You know what I mean? Uh, then does that mean you're going to debut a movie in the theater and at the same time you're going to debut it in Fortnite simultaneously? Uh, Disney has been kind of against that. Uh, they solely drop things in the movie theater. So that's why I thought it was really weird to hear the whole Fortnite thing. All right, Danny said he's going to restart. He's going to restart. Hopefully we get him back. Just lost Danny. I hate when these like weird things happen. I don't know. I guess it's just the power of streaming. Something always weird happens. But I just don't see Disney doing Fortnite premieres without charging people. Like, and that's the thing about Fortnite. Fortnite is for the most part free. Yes, you could buy all the skins and whatever, but to play the game, you could just play it for free. So I don't know. It's a weird. Have they ever dropped a movie? I know they've done concerts, but I don't think they charge people to see the concerts. They have done it for Marvel Rivals for Avengers Doomsday Cap trailer. Was playing in the lobby. But that's just a trailer. That's not a movie premiere. You know what I mean? I don't think they will charge it to get exposure, in my opinion. I feel like it'd be hard to watch a movie in Fortnite. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a part of one of those launches they do in Fortnite. I know they had like a Avenger Endgame kind of thing, but I didn't see it. We got a super chat from Jacob dropping the fire, dropping two. Did you hear about the Yoshi toy and Pikachu toy? I did. That Yoshi toy is so cool. Um, Man, I bet you I could just find it by searching on Twitter. Yoshi toy. So it's like this Yoshi hatch toy. Uh, this is gonna be ridiculously popular. I feel like, yeah, there we go. And it like reacts to like you playing with it. Like it makes noises and like Yoshi noises. It's gonna be very popular, very very popular. I didn't see a Pikachu toy. I did not. I did not see that. Uh, I don't know. With toys, for me personally, we got so many damn toys for Max already. It's like we don't. I don't know where to put it. And then like if I ever want to buy a toy personally for myself, I want to buy a Power Ranger. So I'm not too much in the market for a Yoshi. What's up, Christina? Big Black Eye Channel. What's up, Mondo? Maybe Danny. Hopefully Danny comes back. How much fire did I make? We just started. We started, lost Danny. Technically, Disney did charge us $20 to watch movies that debuted in theater on Disney Plus. Well, I think it was it Mulan and Black Widow? But they didn't really do it after that. Um, I like the idea, like for me personally, I like the idea of a movie debuting in the theater and at home, same time. Just you're hitting all the audiences simultaneously. I like that. I like that. But obviously these powers to be of the movies, they want it strictly in movies in the theater, and it's kind of weird because all that happens is movies just stay shorter and shorter in the theater, and they go straight to on demand and whatever. I don't know. I like it when I'll give you an example. I wanted to watch Five Nights at Freddy's like again. As soon as I got home, I wanted to watch it again, and but it was just in the theaters. They didn't have it on demand for a long time. All right, Dan, you look good. Like you're not lagging or nothing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you sound good. You sound good. We got Danny back.
Well, so you asked me a question about the Fortnite thing.
Yes. What do you think about Fortnite, Danny? Having movie premieres in the game.
I think Disney's meeting their new clientele where they are, right? They're in Fortnite, they're in Roblox, right, in those games. So I feel like it has wide appeal. And so it's a good place for them to be. And I feel like you know, they need to be in that space to be relevant to a certain demographic that maybe they aren't as much, when as they were with, say, our generation when we were younger. So
How do you go about debuting a movie in a game, though, Danny?
Well, I've never done the Fortnite music festivals. I know they've had a couple, like they had one with Lady Gaga, and they had another one.
Eminem,
Uh,
I remember.
yeah, so like I've never done those. So I would assume it's the same way, but you just like watch the movie in the game, like probably on like a giant movie screen.
But how do you premiere, Danny? It's a brand new movie that's probably in the theaters as well. How do you do that? You have to charge, right? I don't think you give it away for free.
Well, yeah, I mean maybe they you like buy a ticket to the movie in the
That's such a
game,
weird concept, huh? You have to buy a ticket to
or
watch
you like
the movie.
buy like you buy the what is it, the
Maybe they
battle
do like
pass.
a battle pass that's attached to the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
People are like, "What are we talking about?" Uh, I think it's a great idea. I like the idea of doing a Fortnite movie, I guess, because you are right, Danny. You're taking your product to the fan base, literally directly. Um, and all Fortnite is a big melting pot of IP. So I think people would be very welcoming to that idea. Do you think Disney might be going back to the dropping it in the theater and also dropping it in like a on demand? You think that's coming back?
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna kind of. We'll have to see the which way Josh goes, right? Like I know he seems like he's trying to do some different things, but then again, he's not like in charge of creative. So I don't know. I feel like we might see some new things come from him that are a little bit different. I know people did like the watching the movie from home and not having to go to the theater, so that's a possibility. Um, who knows? Maybe they bring that back. But I know that the celebrities and actors that were in the movies
They hated.
that were premiering during that time, aka like Black Widow and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
they were not really too big fans of
Uh,
that. So
Scarlett Johansson hated it. Hated it. uh, do you like the idea of a movie being on demand like instantly?
um I do. I think so. I mean, I personally would still probably go see it in theaters just because I like to go to the movies, but I know there's a bunch of people that like never want to go to a movie. So I feel like it hits that demographic to make because it's weird. Like when we were younger, Mondo, like when a movie came out, like it was like culturally relevant for a while. Like it was toys, there was commercials for it. Like it was all people would talk about. You would see it like on
Like
morning shows.
the idea of a VHS of the movie that you saw in the theater, that was like a year and a half from now.
Like when
Like,
you think about it, like when you think about like Zootopia, right? Like it had its moment in theaters and it had like a little bit of a viral moment with the Shakira song, the second one, the Zoo song, like because it got kind of viral on TikTok and it was like doing people were doing a dance and stuff before TikTok kind of changed and they lost a lot of users. But other than that, like I don't know, Mondo, for making as much money as it did, I don't really feel like I saw all that much about Zootopia, to be honest. I barely saw, like, I remember back in the day when we would have movie premieres, like, it would be all over the place at Disneyland. Like, it would be everywhere at Disneyland. They'd have a
Jungle Cruise.
cavalcade.
Jungle Cruise, perfect example.
Yeah, they would have a cavalcade in the parade with the new characters, or they would have meet and greets. Like,
Pirates of the
even with, like,
Caribbean.
Ryan. Yeah, like Ryan the Last Dragon, like they had it's just like but we just don't I feel like there's not like a lot of hype for like new movies anymore when it comes to Disney.
It's like it's. Let me see. There's an article right here, Danny. I just want to look at it real quick. Uh oh. Am I lagging? Am I lagging? I don't know what happened. There we go. All right. Can you hear me? Man, that was like
Yeah.
weird lag going on my end. All right. This is an article from Attractions 360. Uh, 11 times Disney theme park hosted movie premiere. This is from 2 years ago. Uh, Damn, they had Vin Diesel. What was that? Wow, look at this screen. Jeez. Holy smokes. Pirates of the Caribbean 2011. Look at Mickey. Dang, I'd never seen him in that outfit. Dead Man's Chest 2006. What else do we got? Where, wow. This is were you part of this, Danny? I think my sister went to this.
I went to like I was always a part of those. Like I went to them the day they were happening in the parks, but like I
Yeah.
didn't go to any of them. Yeah.
Wow. This is crazy. High School Musical 2007. I remember that. Lone Ranger? That got some love at the parks. Lone. What the hell
Mm.
is the Lone Ranger?
It
Do
had
you?
Johnny Depp in it. So that was like it was like during that whole craze of Pirates of the Caribbean. So
Mm, Silver Horse for the Lone Ranger. Wow, Lone Ranger got a lot of love. Tomorrowland, it got downtown Disney love. Oh, dang, that's cool. That's funny. I've never seen that. They got Clooney and Bob riding riding a monorail. Pirates, man, they did a lot of pirate debut. Is that the Hyperion? I think it is the
that's
Hyperion.
like yeah.
Wow. So that was like a thing back then. Just not anymore. Jungle Cruise. That's the most recent, 2021. That was cool. Dude, they spent so much money on red carpet for this. It was crazy. Virginia Lake, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you so much, Virginia. Let's go. Also, too, we got a super chat from the Sorcerer Mouse going on Utopia of the Seas, then going to Universal Studios and Epic Universe in April. Any tips? And do you plan on going to Orlando soon? Uh, I don't know what Utopia of the Seas is. I don't know what ship. Do you know what ship that is, Danny? I don't know.
Royal
Uh,
Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean. I've never been on a Royal Caribbean. I've only been on Disney cruises. Um, but it's hard to give tips on Universal trips because uh, it's like I don't know what you're looking for. Because at Universal Orlando, there's like a lot of thrill stuff. You got Hulk, Hagrid's, Velocicoaster, all the Epic Universe coaster. Like, there's a lot of thrill to it. But are you looking for the more calm experience? I don't know. Uh, I I'll give you a tip. If there's a Vivo at City Walk over there in Orlando, go to Vivo. I heard there is. That's my best tip. You got any tips,
Out there
Danny?
too. The city walk there is great. It's amazing. So spend some time going there. If you can afford the valet parking at Universal Studios Orlando, do it. Unless you're staying at a hotel on property, in which case it doesn't really matter. But if you're driving somewhere off site and then going to Universal Valet Park, it's so worth it there because the parking is so far. Um, I know they have those moving walkways, but it's just brutality in the heat sometimes, depending on where you're coming from. Um, and then the other thing I would say is just make sure you prioritize what you want to do, know where things are. Like there's three different Wizarding Worlds and three different parks there. And so you need to make sure, like, if you're not going to all the parks, that you're going to the park that has the Wizarding World in it that you want to experience.
Yeah.
Um, if you want to see Diagon Alley, you have to go to Universal Studios. Islands of Adventure has Hogsmeade, which is what we have, and then of course the French Ministry of Magic and all that in the one in Epic Universe. So it should be fun though. I would say just spend time making sure you know which is in each park. I
I
I
always
like all
enjoyed
three of the
myself.
parks honestly.
I always enjoyed myself more at Islands of Adventure for whatever reason. That's like,
Yeah, I would say I like Islands of Adventure better, but Universal Studios more recently got like that World of Color show.
I know, I
Um,
gotta see it, dude.
then they got Diagon Alley. And so it's just like there's a lot of really fun. They have that minion like ride that you kind of shoot guns on and stuff. So there's a bunch of things I still haven't done yet over there. But
The Diagon Alley, you could spend a whole day in there, like literally, just walking into every corner and store and shop, and it's like wild how much there is to do in Diagon Alley. Uh, and you could do all the magic. There's a lot of magic locations with the wand. Diagon Alley is very impressive, very very impressive, and they still have supercharged. If you miss it in Hollywood, you could do it over there. Oh man!
and
All
then
right, what were we gonna say, Danny?
we have a couple more things. I wanted to address. We got another super chat after that one for $5 from Big Papa Gizmo. Says, have you guys seen the new Five Nights at Freddy mask at the New York Toy Fair?
Dude, I've been seeing just toys galore. Have you been getting a lot of toys recommended to you, Danny?
No, honestly, I haven't from the Toy Fair.
Is that Freddy? Yeah, I didn't even know there was like a toy fair. I just stuff kept getting recommended to me. Five Nights at Freddy mask. Let me see. Man, I don't know who did. I'll just put Toy Fair. That'll probably help. Oh my gosh, there's just so much toys that are just dropping. I think this is it right here. It's like a helmet, a Five Nights at Freddy helmet, and the eyes light up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it, and I think this is the guy, Johnny Block. I think he posted a video too. Where is it?
Oh, I think you just passed it. I think.
No, no, it's like there's like a person that puts it on his head. Maybe I'm thinking of a different account that posted it, but did I pass it? Dude, Five Nights at Freddy merch is like infinite. It's like the new Funko Pop. It's the new Funko
Right, that was that lineup part right there.
Pop. I think it's just the little plushies. But yeah, that I saw a video of someone wearing the helmet. It's huge. This thing is pretty big. I don't know how much that's going to be sold for, but that thing's just going to be instantly bought. I kind of have one. Max Rooney broke one of my ears off, so I got to like glue it back on. I got one of those, kind of. There's a popcorn bucket though.
Oh, he broke the ear off?
Yeah, dude, right here.
How did he break it off?
Just threw it off the table, and I just heard snap. I still got the ear somewhere. I got the ear right here. I gotta glue it on. I gotta glue it on. It's not too bad.
He's a tornado.
This is a weathered. This is a weathered Freddy. So I just gotta glue it on right there. It's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, it snapped. All right, I want to talk about some stuff that involves.
One more thing before the thing I was actually going to bring up before I saw that super chat on the topic of Disney not doing things as much as they do movie theaters or movie premieres or just movies being the central focus. Rudio called out in the chat. Shout out to Rudio if he's still here. Never forget the huge Chicken Little gigantic inflatable in front of DCA in 2005.
What? I don't believe this. I don't believe this.
Dude, they used to go so hard for new movies in Disneyland, and they just don't do that stuff anymore.
Chicken Little Disney California Adventure?
Inflatable.
California Adventure. Whoa. What in the world?
Just all this to advertise a movie.
Hold on. Am I? I think I might. They did it at Walt Disney World too, huh?
They might have. Back then, they were doing it like super a ton.
Like it was just a normal thing.
Yeah.
Uh, damn, I can't
The
find.
mask, people are commenting on it that the mask is 99 or $100. Not that bad of a price, honestly.
All right, hold on. I'm not finding the Chicken Little thing. Uh, there's this thing, but it looks like it's Walt Disney World.
I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up.
Chicken Little is Disney? I never knew that.
Yeah.
Chicken Little gets no representation anywhere. Oh, is this it? No, that's Disneyland Paris.
I just sent it to you, Mondo.
Chicken Little was a character? What in the world? I never seen that.
I just sent it to you.
Let me ask this question, Danny. Is Chicken Little a good movie? Because I don't remember nothing from it, dude. I don't remember nothing. Do you like Chicken Little?
I don't remember anything about it.
Oh my gosh. What? What in the world? Dude, Disney went all out like that. Wow. That's like the Note balloon. Was there anything else to it? Like a restaurant had just Chicken Little stuff or something? Or
Character meet and greets, merchandise in the parks. I sent you some of the character meet and greets. Like he was the grand marshal of the parade every day, and it was like the 50th anniversary. So they were doing like a bunch of stuff at Disney World, Disneyland. They had Abby Mallard, I think her name was,
yeah.
and Chicken Little as like meet and greet.
Wow. Dude, that is a deep cut. Never ever seen these characters at the park, dude. like if I go to Disney Plus, would it be on there? I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
Chicken Little. Yeah, it's on there.
I never hear Chicken Little anything. Dude, Disney totally needs to get back to doing stuff like this. I guess the most recent one could have been uh, Inside Out. They could have done big stuff for that. They could have done a big premiere also for the 100th movie. What was it called? Wished? Or
Yeah, Wish.
Wish?
Chicken Little. It looks like Ian Grimm in the chat. One of the members says Chicken Little still meets regularly at Magic Kingdom After Dark After Hours events.
Wow, dude. To me, it's like, that's like a unicorn. I never seen it. Chicken Little was hilarious. It was Don Knott's last role. He's a legend. Goosey Lucy was hysterical, and Fish was awesome. Yeah, I just can't recall nothing from that movie. Like the memory bank, I got nothing. How many years were you frozen in carbonite, Mondo, to not remember Chicken Little or Lone Ranger? Dude, I just don't recall none of this stuff, man. Like Lone Ranger, I have no clue what the hell that's about. Like literally no clue. Chicken Little was cute characters and story. Well, not cute enough to get another movie. Is there a Chicken Little 2 or no?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh man! All right, let's go on to. We're still on the Disney. I want to go over this right here. This is from Drew Disney Dude. It was actually from an article from HBR, and it's talking about love. A weird thing to say. It's talking about love, and where is it? Right here. Walt Disney Imagineer planned to reimagine Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run for years because guests don't love it. According to Josh D'Amaro, guests like it Josh said, but they don't love it. So at this point, we're just kind of directly correlating Josh tomorrow to this whole Mandalorian change. How do you feel about this Smugglers Run? About that guests like it, don't love it, and they're trying to change that. Is it changeable, Danny? Like, let's get some deep thought going on here with this ride. I want to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like the concept when we first heard about it. Well, I feel like what happened was that was like it was overhyped. I want to say like they really hyped like the whole concept of going on to the Millennium Falcon, but the reality is like the reason why people are have a affinity to the Millennium Falcon is because of classic Star Wars. Not necessarily the new movies, even though you still see the ship there, right? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
but they have the nostalgia for the way it was, and having Han Solo as the pilot, and not a single soul knew who the heck Hondo Onotka was unless you like watched any of the shows.
The
But like I'm
animated
talking about,
stuff.
yeah, like I love that stuff, right? But that's like I'm like one of few, that was into that and watched that stuff. But like a lot of people didn't. So like they like it was cool for a second for people that didn't, that to be on the Millennium Falcon that one time. Um but that was it, right? And then they don't want to ride it again. And then it has the issue too where you know the in Disneyland, there's a lot of kids at Disneyland, right? That makes sense. And they always want to make the kids the driver, the two drivers, the two pilots of that ride. But the reality is if you have kids, young kids that are piloting that ride, it's not fun to experience for anyone else in the attraction. It's fun for the kids that are doing it, but there also has to be, and people say, oh yeah, Disneyland is for kids. It is for kids, but at the same time, there's four other people in that boat or that ship with you that waited just as long as you did to ride that ride.
Yeah.
And their experience riding with children as the pilots is a terrible experience. And that's not the kids' fault. The kids are having fun. The reality is
It's
that's
the
the reality
Imagineers'
of
fault. Let's just put
yeah,
it
it's
there.
the
The
reality
Imagineers, they did
of the
it.
playability of that ride. Because it shouldn't be where like just because kids are piloting the attraction, which they should be doing because kids are going to want to do that. Like it shouldn't make the experience for everyone else terrible. And so for me, that's the reason why I don't ride it anymore. It's because like I'm already going to be motion sickness on a motion simulator. And especially if a child is piloting it and constantly running into walls the whole time, where the whole ship is shaking because of that, like it's not going to be a pleasant experience. So I have no reason to go on it again. And I think that's why he said people like it, but they don't love it. Like if that's happening, like, and that's your first time experiencing it, you waited an hour or whatever you waited to get on it, and there's two children in the pilot seats, that person's first experience of the ride is that's not a good ride, when in reality it is a good ride. But like it depends on like who's driving to whether or not you're gonna have a good experience. So I feel like, yeah, changing the experience to be Mandalorian and Grogu, which is more popular, will certainly make it better, but the same issue still plagues it. If
There's
they
people
haven't fixed the
driving
drivability,
and four other
yeah,
people pushing buttons. That is not being taken away.
that's not being taken away.
Danny,
So
how is Josh tomorrow going to be like, I want people to love this ride? How do you get the guy just ever so slightly every 30 seconds pressing one button? You know what I mean? How do you get that guy excited? Because that's like their whole gimmick that they're going to do is that we're going to make the engineers in the back, we're going to make them important. They're going to be part of Grogu, whatever. Uh, can that happen, Danny? Like, is all of a sudden you pressing that button more important because maybe it causes failure or success? Does it
mhm.
mindset you to be like, I enjoy this ride more? Like where? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like where they could improve the ride, and maybe they will with the Mandalorian and Grogu, is like they make it more of like an autopilot thing, right? Like oh, we're in autopilot mode now, so like and like the kids can take over when it comes time to like pull to light speed. Like that's, of course, you're going to jump to light speed, and then maybe there's a moment like,
That's what I
you
was
know,
thinking too, Danny. Maybe they just go to triggers instead of more of you are controlling this. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, like oh, you take over the controls real quick, and like there's a quick brief moment where like the person in the pilot seat can take over, but like not driving the whole time, and then just slamming the car into the wall the whole time, or straight into the ground.
Yeah.
Like then it's not really, you're not really riding anything. You're not moving forward to collect the, and some people
Oh,
can
wax
fill a
the.
whole thing with 6 people, and that's fine, but like that's not always the case. So
Do you think Josh is playing with fire, trying to make certain things that are liked, loved? Because that's a. I'll give you a prime example. Let me. I gotta bring this up real quick. Where is it? It was from Scott Gustin. We had a mic drop from Scott. Where is it? Right here. Fans also like Expedition Everest, but they would love it with a functional Yeti. So, is Josh going to go down chasing the dragon path? Because maybe this is the beginning of like, hey, he wants to reimagine a couple things everywhere. Like what do you think?
yeah, I don't know, maybe. I mean, I think they can look at a lot of rides and see which ones they could make people love, over. But yeah, getting a working Yeti would be a great thing. Although I don't know if we're gonna see that, but
What falls under the category of love? Where you're just like, I love that ride at Disneyland Resort, at Disneyland specifically. What falls under that for
I think
you,
for a
for
lot of
you personally?
people, that's Pirates. A lot of people that's
Haunted
Haunted
Pop,
Mansion.
yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of people, it's Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Like no matter what it was, whether it was Splash Mountain or Tiana's, that just for like a lot of people, that was their first thrill ride, when they were a kid. So like they have an affinity to it.
I would
For me,
I would throw Thunder Mountain in there too. Nobody says they love Thunder. People love Thunder, dude. Uh,
yeah,
I would even throw Web Slingers in there. People love Web Slingers.
I'm
just,
not one of those people.
just kidding. No, we hate Web Slingers. We hate Web Slingers. Uh, yeah, like I feel like a lot of the rides at Disneyland are just loved like tremendously. Peter Pan, goddamn, that line never goes down ever.
For
Uh,
me, it's there's like 3 rides that I could say I love right off the top of the bat,
what
and that
are
would be Spaceship Earth, Living with the Land, and the Tiki Room.
they?
I
Some
could
good
say those are
choices. Some good choices.
yeah.
I would say for me, I have to be Haunted Mansion. That Haunted Mansion, like OG, is just like I'm just amazed at what was created in that ride. From beginning to end, that ride is just so good. Uh, Cosmic Rewind, I just instant was like, God damn, I love this ride. I want to buy an individual lightning lane so I could get right back on it. Instantly fell in love with it. Another ride at the Disney Resort. Um, at Disneyland, I gotta think of Disneyland. Disneyland, I would say Cars. Cars is just so damn good. It's unbelievable how good that ride is. Um, it used to be Tower of Terror until it got taken out. I do love Mission Breakout, but man, what else? I'd have to. Um, what rides do I love? God, I just love so many rides at Disney to like pinpoint. I love Space Mountain. I love Thunder Mountain. I do not. I don't think I love Matterhorn. That's one I don't think I love. I like it a lot. I do not love. But yeah, there's a lot of rides I love at Disney. Honestly, I love uh, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I'm a big fan of that ride. I freaking love that ride. I've never heard anyone say they love Soarin' over the world, but every year they bring back California and everybody loves it. That is tremendously correct. I do like Soaring Over the World a lot. I like it a lot. But if it was just California, it's a god tier ride. And soon enough, we're going to have Soaring Over the United States. So that's going to probably be the best version of that ride we've ever had. But yeah, Soaring Over the World, run it all year at Epcot. Nobody cares because it makes sense over there. But in California Adventure, that was a stupid move. I was never a fan of that move. Never a fan. All right. All right. I think that's it for that. Let's move on to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood. Oh, Hollywood. Hollywood. So there's a new speculation map.
Before we get into the speculation map, I really want to say this. I don't know if Universal is watching, but one thing I will say is I know that there's so many. We kind of have a tribute store, a tiny one, in City Walk that they put all the merch out in, and it kind of like is our own little tribute store. And then they do like a big section of it in that other store. I don't know what it's called, but it's like closer to Hello Kitty, like in the bigger store in Universal City Walk.
Yeah.
And then as far as like inside Universal, like you really go to a few places for merch, but I really want it made me think like seeing that Five Nights at Freddy's mask and like, that really cool collectible. It's like $100. Like I really want to have a highly themed tribute store like Orlando has, where the creative team is also in charge of that tribute store. And then there's like a section inside that has like really awesome collectibles from whatever horror franchises are in the event that year. I feel like that would just hit so hard, especially in Hollywood. Definitely make it in the event in the park, not in City Walk. I feel like it would just be 10 out of 10. Like they would do such a good job with it. I don't know where they would do it or what store they would use. Or what space they would use, but I would love a tribute store, especially if it had like a collectibles section. So, and we're supposed to have some pretty banger like fire franchises this year too. So like, and they're highly collectible franchises that could have some pretty good, expensive merch. You know what I mean?
just want to throw it out there. What about if they dedicated like an extra tent to like a tribute store? So, because Hollywood's, it's rough when it comes down to space. But what about if they just created a tent that's like an immersive walkthrough tribute store? Would that be a good idea? What do you think about that, Danny?
Yeah, they could do that. I would almost say like they could do it with one of the unused like for instance the OG what do you call it? Like yeah, like I was trying to think like for the Jurassic Park like Q pad area, we had the WWE maze there, and the year before we went that same direction, but we crossed to the tram pathway to go to the OG like little soundstage over there that they filmed the original Monsters movies in for the Universal Monsters maze. So like they could either use one of those two spaces that's not being used currently for a maze, and do it there, create a tribute store tent or inside of a soundstage there. But even then, you were saying that like that new space that they built that we were using for the Jason Universe queue this last season, that's supposed to be a tent for, supposedly.
Yeah.
So that could be a tent for something like that because it was never used for anything before. So I don't know. I think that it's a huge missed opportunity for us to not have that. It's a great people eater, in all honesty. People wait in line to go into the store, and they want to see it. They get real creative.
At the end of the day, you're getting people excited to go in something where they're going to spend money.
100%.
Like, win-win everywhere. Like from a creative, uh, you're creating this like lovable experience for purchasing merch. I like the idea. I like the idea a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Knott's took it on, and their tribute store is really good. I know it's getting a little um,
Supposedly,
dated, but there's
there might be some changes in the tribute store. There
yeah, but
not.
they try with it. They've been updating it. It looks good. They've got like character interaction sometimes in there. There's photo opportunities. The way the merchandise is displayed is really cool. Like when you're in there, you like want to buy stuff because of the way it's laid out. And I feel like it's just weird to like go into the stores on the upper lot and then just have HHN merch in there. Like it would be so cool if it was in a themed environment.
Yeah, a tent dedicated to a tribute store would be sick. That sounds like a super cool idea. All right, there was one main thing, Danny. I don't even want to go into all these speculations. I just want to go into one main one, and it's this one that's right above you, Danny. It's right above you. It's the dancing skeletons. Uh, I'm not even going to try to have you guess, Danny, because this is where all the speculation is going. Is dancing skeletons, and everybody's relating it to this right here, the dead dance, and the big thing here is it's Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. And it's something that was directed by Tim Burton. I wanted to bring that up. And this whole thing was, I guess, filmed in Isla de las Muñecas, which is, I guess, on site in Mexico. So obviously, very terrifying area. But there's a whole horror element to this thing, this music video. That's where the speculations are going, Danny. The dead dance. I don't want to play the music because we'll get copy striked real quick, especially by Lady Gaga. But I want to ask you this, Danny. Does having one song just create the bridge into Horror Nights? Is that enough? Is Lady Gaga at Horror Nights something that excites you? What do you think the fandom's gonna react like? How do you feel about Lady Gaga at Halloween Horror Nights?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people thought the same thing when they heard that it was going to be the weekend. So this is something that I could definitely see happening, and they already were talking about doing a maze based off of that doll island anyway.
We saw it outside
So
of Monstros. We saw it.
yeah, so this kind of covers both of those bases. We've been hearing Lady Gaga as a rumor for honestly many years now for speculation on the what's coming to Halloween Horror Nights, and then also the Doll Island too has been speculated multiple times as well ever since we started having the monstrous mazes. Like they thought that would be a natural progression. So this is I'd never even heard that song, so I don't even know what it sounds like. So
Yeah, it's brand new. It's only 5 months old. It's only 5 months. It's called literally the Dead Dance. The Dead Dance. Um, do you think that could work? You think it could work?
I think it could work. I think it could work. It would sell merch. It would
Easily
it would
bring
be
in
probably
new
pretty
crowd.
popular, and it would bring in a new crowd to Horror Nights as well.
And that seems to be an objective for Horror Nights a lot is like, how do we make this horror where it's not necessarily horror? And at the same time, does it bring new crowd? This one is a yes at every standpoint. Uh, Jen is saying, as much as I want it to be Gaga, I feel like it's the band Ghost. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that too. But everyone keeps saying Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga does call her fans monsters too. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. If you've seen Lady Gaga opera from Coachella, That in itself is an amazing production that could go with this Doll Island concept. Uh, Lady Gaga in the what? In the opera? Lady Gaga opera? Lady Gaga opera Coachella. I've never seen it. I don't know what we're gonna look at. Wow, this is damn. Lady Gaga is like, what is this? This is some scary stuff here. Like what the heck? God, I don't know. I can't get out of in my head. It's just like Lady Gaga just this speculation map could be completely wrong, but to me, it just feels like Lady Gaga would be the move. Very powerful artist when it comes down to like gigantic platform. Wow, I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Um, Ghost. Let me just bring that up. Ghost band. I don't even know what it. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've never heard Ghost music. I do have a buddy who just loves this band. He even goes to their concerts and stuff. Uh, I don't know. I get a feeling it's more Lady Gaga than Ghost. That's just the vibe I get. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Ghost is too niche for Universal. They want mainstream artists to draw the crowd, and that's what I'm saying. Is Lady Gaga is like the world. Like, everybody knows Lady Gaga, like literally. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Ghost Adventures did an episode on Doll Island, some really spooky stuff. Yeah, I don't want to be there ever. I'm not a fan of Lady Gaga House for that reason that it's replacing Scream on the Spec map, which is a franchise that would make a great house like Jason did last year, and they're getting a new movie. Where do you stand, Danny? You want Scream or Lady Gaga? How do you feel?
I'd rather have Scream for sure.
uh, for me, I almost kind of lean towards Lady Gaga because it's going to be something new we've never seen, and they're probably going to have a big budget, and I don't know. I just feel like something really crazy could come out of a Lady Gaga house. Scream, it's like I don't know. I'm not the biggest Scream fan. I'm not the biggest Scream fan. I am going to watch the new movie. I have not liked the previous two. Ghost is awesome. Mondo, take a listen. Now, I'll listen to Ghost. I haven't had a chance, but I'll listen to them. I've been trying to get into Bad Bunny lately. This is kind of whatever. I'm not. I haven't been in love with what I've listened to so far. All right, Junior. Since Warner Brothers sold their company to Netflix, can we see The Conjuring and other franchises come to HHN? Well, not so fast, my friend. I saw this literally right before we went live. This one right here. Let me bring this up, Danny. Right here. This is from Discussing Film. Warner Brothers is considering restarting sales talks with Paramount after their latest offer. Whatever the hell's going on, Netflix and Paramount, it seems like this battle of reaching a deal is not over at all with Warner Brothers. I know that they've like, in a sense, kind of are. It's very strong on the Netflix side, but I guess Paramount is making a charge back, and who knows what the hell they're going to offer. Any thoughts on this, Danny? This whole Paramount Netflix thing? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think it would be better with Paramount. In all honesty, I hope that it goes with. I wanted to go with them from the beginning. I was bummed when they went straight to Netflix. So I feel like I I just feel like they would handle the HBO side of things a little bit better than Netflix would. So, I hope that this goes somewhere more than them just putting this little statement out that they're talking about it, because it seemed like last time they were like rejected their offer like completely. They didn't even want to like
Yeah.
talk about it.
What I want to say, like, I wish there was a world where Disney was like, why don't we get involved in this? Do you think Disney would ever consider that? Disney's all about acquisitions over the last, 20, 25 years. I'm still shocked Disney didn't dabble in this a little bit and, like, hey, maybe we get Warner Brother. We want Harry Potter. I'm still shocked about that there was no interest, or they just didn't want to do it. But yeah, who knows what the hell happens with Paramount or Netflix. I don't even have like I want this or I want that. I just want, wherever the hell Batman goes, I want him to be the utmost importance into the future. I don't know about James Gunn and what the heck's going to happen with all that. It's crazy. All right, let's switch back to Disneyland. We're flip flopping everywhere today, Danny. We got some new walls that went up.
Everywhere.
We got some new walls that went up, and I want to give a big shout out to Danny for pretty much guessing this one a long time ago. These walls have extended all the way to the fountain, and they have completely stopped the walkway that goes from downtown Disney into the Esplanade. So they're having people walk into the tram area to then go to downtown Disney. And the thing about it as well is that the trams closest to World of Disney, all that side has been shut down. And tram is only unloading and loading on the complete opposite side, which is like closer to Disneyland. So trams and operations is just chaotic, pretty much from 5 p.m. to closing. It's kind of an S show. What are your thoughts on all this, Danny?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this a while ago. Even with the building still standing, there's barely any room between that building and that fountain. And so we knew that once walls went up, there literally wouldn't be enough room to have a wall in front of the building and then properly demolish it, and also, dig down whatever it is they were going to need to put down for Portos. In all honesty, I'm surprised the fountain still stuck around. I thought for sure it was a thing of yesterday and it was going to go with everything else. But I guess they're trying to keep it there in front of downtown Disney. But yeah, it makes sense. So for during the day, it seems like what they're doing is when you exit that part of World of Disney, you're kind of walking into the tram route to go towards the Esplanade when it's like a non-busy time of day. And then during busier times of day, they flex that gate on the right side of that video that Mondo took behind DCA, and you actually walk behind backstage in DCA, kind of akin back to the days when they were working on the new entrance at Disney California Adventure, and that little gate used to be the entrance to DCA. So you're walking in that. The nice part about that space is that back then, when Disney was working on the new entrance to Disney California Adventure, they actually themed that part of backstage behind Soarin' because it was used as a guest walkway for so long. Because remember, they completely ripped out the whole entrance of DCA, redid everything, and it was closed for, well, almost a whole year or more, actually more than a year. While
What
they
kind
had
of
to connect
theming
it.
they have? What kind of theming, Danny?
It's just basic theming. Like there's planters and like, just stuff you wouldn't normally see in backstage areas at Disneyland. Like they have like planter boxes with like trees in them. They had benches back there, like lighting set up. So it's not a normal backstage space. It was when, I used to work at Soarin' a while ago. When we talked about that, like that backstage area was like, just a regular backstage area. But then when they were redoing DCA, they themed that space when it was a walkway to get into California Adventure, and now they can use that again when they're flexing that space. So during the busier times, at least from what I've seen on videos online, when there's mass exodus from Disneyland and through downtown Disney in the evening times, they flex into that space so that guests can get through, and they can prioritize the exiting traffic into that tram walkway that's right there, so that there's like one flow on either side, and it's not guests just like running into each other.
I
So,
like this walkway right here, dude. It's just, I don't know what
mhm.
it is. It's just nice. It's obviously not pretty or nothing, but it's a nice solution of just overflow, I guess. Somebody was saying that uh, this construction that's happening for Portos and like the way that it's affecting right here, that this is for like 6 weeks. It's 6 weeks, Danny. 6 weeks of terror on the trams, the terror trams.
The terror trams.
I'm still shocked that that fountain survived, or maybe it's still gone. I don't know, but it's surviving right now. Just because if that fountain leaves, you open up so much walkway. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's I feel like it's necessary because honestly, even with La Brea Bakery there was not that much space there, especially during busy times. It was always a pinch point. And then Portos is so much bigger. So I was just like, honestly, I just don't see a world where that fountain can stay. But the reality is, at least what we're hearing, anyways, is, and we've been talking about this again on Speculation Sunday for a while. Not only did we talk about this being inevitable and that this would happen, and now it has happened, but we also talked about the fact that all these changes, including the left and the right side, are going to usher in a change in general to the Esplanade, completely, as they redo and renovate the whole Esplanade, with this whole next step into Design Resort, the future, the design forward aspect of it all. And so our friend Jared was telling us not that long ago that he had already heard that that space where you exit the tram is already going to be reworked. It was already in the plans to be reworked. So, they may not even need to have that walkway where it's at anyway. And we kind of saw that too, Mondo, with like the fountain being shut off and completely filled in downtown Disney. Some people were saying it's just because of the construction with Portos, like there's like a water house there, but maybe like that whole multi-level area right there where like downtown Disney is a little bit lower than that space that's right there. Maybe that just gets torn out and redone, and like that whole walkway gets like reimagined to where like trams aren't loading there and they're only loading on the other side, and it's a more expanded tram load and unload area, and it kind of moves further back. So there's probably a lot of changes coming to that space, especially with like the ticket booths being gone, Portos growing bigger, and not only that, but we already know, and we've said it here on this show too, that there's going to be an extension to downtown Disney in a sense on the opposite side of the Esplanade, because there's no way in any shape or form that Disney's going to allow guests to walk back to their now biggest parking structure as they're leaving for the night and not walk past a gift shop like World of Disney. So we'll definitely be seeing a second World of Disney or something like it on the opposite side of the Esplanade. I don't know where it's going to go.
And I said that since day one, that this
Yeah,
concept art is not showing the full picture.
you've
There's
been saying that you're saying it's zoomed in.
we're not seeing the truth here. There's
Mm-hmm.
probably change to this concept art. Um,
Yeah.
one thing I've been seeing a lot of chitter chatter, Danny. A lot of people, and I noticed because I've been on Facebook a little bit more, is that people were very upset because all their bricks that have their names or family, whatever, on the ground of Disneyland are all going to be ripped apart. And it's going to happen, I guess, sometime soon. Like it's very soon. And they were all complaining, but a lot of people were coming back at them saying, like, well, you had a contract and Disneyland actually went beyond that contract in regards to the years that they promised to have those bricks on the ground. It actually went like way beyond however many years Disney promised. I don't know what the exact number of years is, but I know
It
that it
was
was
10 years.
Yeah, and somebody said it's been like 20. Those things have been there like
Yeah,
20.
they've
So
been there over 20 years. Yeah.
yeah, whoever bought those, it was cheap because you got double the time. But yeah, I've been reading on the Facebook that the Esplanade as we know it, stuff's gonna happen. It's gonna change. It's gonna change a lot, and that's why Disney didn't want to show that other side. Look at that. We can't see it. That side above Danny over there, we can't. There's nothing to see. and and honestly, even the Disneyland entrance and areas, all this looks weird on this concept art. Very, very weird. But yeah, there's more to the story with all this stuff. Um, I hope the Esplanade is like super awesome, whatever they do. Um, it would be cool if a iteration of those California letters came back. That'd be sick. They've been doing a lot of construction nearby the Transportation Plaza, and I'm wondering what that's for. Transportation Plaza, what does that mean?
Where the Toy Story buses drop off.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dude, I got a picture of that. Now that you mentioned that, I don't know if you saw this, Danny. I let me. I put that they were breaking ground, but I have no freaking idea. It was a picture in Toy Story, right here. So there's always a lot of weird stuff happening in Toy Story. All the way in that backside, the furthest point, there was like just people back there working on stuff, and there's dirt. Look at that. I don't know what kind of dirt could be picked up over there like that. So that's why I was like, what is going on? Uh, why is Disney even focused on this? I don't understand. That's just like my thought process. Any ideas, Danny? What the hell this is? Or it's just a whole lot of nothing. They're just fixing the trees.
I couldn't even begin to guess what that is.
It's weird. Is that's
Yeah.
I gotta hit the. It's weird. Oh man, Toy Story. That's
I'm
what.
I'm surprised that doesn't give you a copyright strike.
No, I got it from YouTube. I got it from like I didn't get it like from X Files themselves. Uh,
Mm.
they did the same thing with bricks at Walt Disney World, and they ended up letting people buy a replica of the brick.
Yeah, my friend did that. They had a
Where
they had
were
a
those
store
bricks?
they had a store in Disney Springs that sold small replicas of your brick that you could take home. And then it showed you like where the brick was.
What?
It'd be a great way for them to like resell, some more merchandise from that, really just milking it, for years to
Is
come.
this it right here?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I never seen this. And the bricks were at Disney Springs.
They were no, the store that was selling the replicas was at Disney Springs. They were around the walkway around Seven Seas Lagoon.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, I don't remember bricks anywhere.
Yeah,
Okay.
like mainly like the walkway that was going to the Grand Floridian.
Mm, yeah. I see. I see. All right. Anything else that you want to talk about, Danny? I was gonna say open up to Q&A.
They I did want to talk about Knott's Berry Farm. There was something over at on Arnott's Adventure. If you want to pull her thing up real quick, I swear I just saw it. I was reading it. Let's see.
Let me say Arnott's Adventure. I wish I was at Knott's. Today would have been a good day.
That's what it was, right there. So, she already posted the 2026 Boysenberry Festival tasting card items. That's what I was looking at, and I
Damn,
was like,
that fast! Wow.
mm-hmm.
Oh, we got pictures too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised you didn't do a video on it.
I saw the email come through because they invited us to like a media preview of Boysenberry Festival. But I didn't remember seeing pictures attached to it, so that's why.
Yeah,
But not a
but
bad.
yeah, they brought back a lot of. She posted they brought back a lot of things. They're doing the boysenberry brunch again at Mrs. Knott's Chicken Dinner Restaurant. During on Sundays during the Boysenberry Festival, that sells out really fast. So book that ASAP if you wanted to do that as well. They're doing the tied up in knots again, the tribute to the farm. Honestly, Boysenberry Festival is my favorite. My favorite. I always say that like that Mary Farm's my favorite, but I feel like Boysenberry Festival has a special place for me when it comes to knots. So
I'm just looking at all these foods, Danny. What in the world is that? Carnitas, boysenberry carnitas, some tater tots and sausage. Wow, this is just. How does Knott's keep track of all this stuff? This is so many items. This is crazy. It just keeps going. Damn.
but if you go to the Boysenberry Festival tasting card items, Mondo, um, the ones I always go for first are the Wilderness Dance Hall patio and Wilderness Dance Hall because those are generally like the items that are like the main features, right? The ones that they always showcase at the media events that we go to and stuff like that. Like those are the ones that you usually see here in like these locations. So I always looked there first to see kind of what we had. Um, but there's things in there like boysenberry bulgogi, which is like something I never would have thought we would see. Boysenberry tortillas stuffed with deep fried cauliflower. Looks like we a couple of returning drinks, like the one Mondo really liked, the boysenberry tequila smash, where you said it was like so strong when we
Yeah. We did
went.
the boysenberry mud or whatever. That was ridiculously good.
Hmm.
Damn, dude, this list is insane. Like it hurts my eyes looking at it. Hey, look how hard. Let me scroll out.
But the one that stuck out to me really fast, Mondo, in Wilderness Dance Hall, I'm a huge popcorn fan, and there's one there that says popcorn with boysenberry butter. I gotta try it. Whatever that is, I need to be trying that. I don't care. I don't care how much it costs. We're getting that, 100%.
Dude.
I like any kind of popcorn, so that's on my list.
Like I just want to look how hard Knott's is going. Look at that. I can't even read that. And Disney with Lunar New Year, Festival of Holidays, they're like taking the easy road. Knott's is fully going full force. This is full force right here. Um, wow, this is just unbelievable. The a deep fried churro with boysenberry Bavarian cream and boysenberry soft serve. Wow, damn! It's too much to absorb. Uh,
There's a another one that sticks out, Mondo, is I don't know if people like sweet tamales, but they're gonna have a sweet boysenberry tamal.
hmm. I've never been the biggest fan of the sweet tamales, but I know my parents love tamales.
They got crispy chicken wings with a boysenberry sriracha dipping sauce. That'll be good.
Damn. Oh, look, there it is, Danny, the popcorn.
Oh, I'm gonna get like two things of that probably. Looks so good.
Oh my gosh. Dude, this menu is wild. It just keeps going. Wow. Chicken wings. Chicken wing, chicken wing. Got like a banana, frozen banana.
That potato at Spiner, what is that? Miners,
Buds.
Buds, and
Look at that. You could get a purple bread bowl. Wow. Dude, this is unbelievable. It's like it's just overload. I don't even know what I want. I can't even pinpoint. What is this, like sushi? Some boysenberry sushi? They've done it before. Wow. Unbelievable. That's crazy. Um, I love Boysenberry Festival. I've been part of it for many years. I got my Boysenberry shirts ready to go whenever it does debut. Uh, but yeah, Dots invited us to a media event, and I think it's like in 2 or 3 weeks. It's fairly soon, so I'll be posting all Boysenberry news very soon. Very soon. All right, let me go to the comments real quick. Is Disneyland planning to get rid of Rocket Rod's track? Probably not. They're not trying to do anything in Tomorrowland. That's my best guess.
They're not trying to do a thing.
Do y'all think Boysenberry Festival is the best festival between Knott's and Disneyland? Food and Wine's pretty fire. I have to say, Food and Wine goes pretty hard. Um, what do you think, Danny? What's the best festival between Knott's and Disney?
Um, I would say it's probably a tie with like Food and Wine Festival and Boysenberry Festival for sure.
Yeah.
Um, I still think the
Really,
best festival. I still think the best festival we ever had was Taste of Halloween. Not
people still talk about that day, those days.
Taste of Halloween, but we haven't had stuff that good in a while. But yeah, I would say they tie. They're on the same par. There's a lot less items at Food and Wine than there is at Boysenberry Festival. And the good thing about the tasting card at Knott's is it includes your alcoholic drinks, which there's a lot of boysenberry infused alcoholic drinks that you can get, and they're all included on the pass. So if you just want to use your pass to get all alcohol, you can do that.
That is
You
true.
can,
Apps. You get 6 beers if or six whatever you want. Doesn't
yeah.
matter. One thing Knott's does well is infusing their food with boysenberry. Let's go. I'm ready. Yeah. I don't even know what I like look forward to with boysenberry. It used to be the chicken wings, but they always jack them up. It's like they don't really do good. Uh, March 13th is opening day of Boysenberry Festival. We're really not that far. We're already February 15th, so less than a month. If Food and Wine doesn't have the stage for musical performances this year, then Boysenberry Festival wins. There's no way they don't. I feel that World of Color stage for Food and Wine it's like a staple. Did they not do it or something last year? I feel like they did. Or did they have them performing on the floor? I don't know, but they had performers in that area.
Yeah, they didn't have a stage, but they were. I think they were on the floor.
Mm. Let me see. Boysenberry Festival over any other theme park festival. Yeah, like I don't even know. I don't go crazy over these festivals at the Disney parks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really enjoying Peanut Celebration this year. I feel like that's been the big winner so far. I like Peanut Celebration. Um, all right. I'm trying to think if I'm missing something. Are we missing anything, Danny, that we haven't talked about that we need to talk about? No.
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think. Oh, uh, there is one thing, and this will probably be our last thing. Uh, KTLA. KTLA was the one that reported on this. Um, KTLA right here. Disneyland officials say guests will continue to have shuttle service between Toy Story and Disneyland Resort, even as the Anaheim Transportation Network prepares to shut its Anaheim Resort transportation down, or the ART bus system. Officials did not provide KTLA with any details on the transportation plans. Uh, I interpret that as Toy Story will go as normal, even though the business is shutting down, which is weird. But what are your thoughts on this, Danny?
Yeah, I think it's you know maybe they even saw like you trying to tweet about it, and they're like, let's get this into a story,
Yeah, nip this
kind
in
of
the
thing.
butt.
So, but it's glad that I'm glad we're still gonna have the transportation.
Yeah. Uh, it seems like Disney was obviously in the loop out of all of this. Um, who knows how they're doing this? I don't know because those art bus people and whatever, I don't think Disney was the one paying them at all. So are they just kind of picking up the tab as soon as whatever March day ends and then it goes on I guess, Disney's tab? So I just want to let people know. I want to let people know that the Toy Story buses are going to be as normal. So don't even worry about it. Thank gosh. Thank gosh. All right, Danny, closing thoughts, my friend. Closing thoughts.
Is there any other Q&As?
No, that was it. That was it.
No more, no more. Let's see. People are saying no Mondo audio.
I don't know.
Closing thoughts. I think the Esplanade situation is only going to get worse. So plan it out. Bring your patience. Just know that that's a really bad situation right now, and all the more better right now to be parking at Toy Story, like we always say. So park at Toy Story. You don't have to deal with any of that mess over there. That's not going to be your problem. So don't worry about that. Um, Not only that, but the fact that the trams can only load on one side is also like heavily affecting like how trams pick up and unload people at the structure too. So it's been crazily heavy, like affecting the lines there. So keep that in mind too. Like if you're arriving at busy times, like around 10 a.m., 9 a.m. at Disneyland, like it's probably better for you to just walk. Don't even consider parking and then waiting for a tram. Just walk. Unless you're going to
Yeah.
park at Toy Story, you're probably fine. But like, don't even consider the trams at that time because they're going to be able to only do one side loading, and it like affects how many people can drop off. And sometimes they have to leave empty so they can go to the other side and pick up guests, so they don't even pick up at the structure. So just keep that in mind, I'd say.
Um, One thing I want to mention, Danny, before we do end it, uh, I caught wind that there's possibly a media event, and from just what I heard, it was going to be DCA specific, and I don't really think it's really like unloading details of the rides and whatever. I kind of just feel like it's a primer of like Monsters Inc.'s going to finally close and whatever's going to happen with that. But I heard there's a media event. It's supposed to be next week. Some people are telling me could be Thursday. Could be Thursday. They could change it. I don't freaking know, but we might be getting some DCA news of some sort next week. I
Next
don't.
week.
Yeah, next week. Uh, who knows how it plays out? Maybe they all get told stuff on Thursday, but they can't really talk about it till a future day. Stuff like that happens. So, but that's what I've heard. Next week, we might be hearing something. So,
What about FanFest night news? We're getting close to that.
Danny, FanFest news. I don't know. I kind of want to say Universal feels like they've told us a lot already. I
I feel
think
like they told us a lot, but not really at all
I
anything.
know it really feels that way. It's just I almost feel FanFest should follow in the footsteps of Horror Nights and drop a trailer. You announce something, you drop a trailer. Show what is this? What are we getting into? I think that would help out a lot. But yeah, no, I don't have nothing to say about FanFest. Hopefully we get bigger updates next week when it comes down to FanFest. But yeah, I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing. You guys mean this upcoming Thursday? Yes, yes. This
Yeah.
Thursday, we'll what are we talking about? February 20s, 19? Yeah, right there. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if they'll be able to announce stuff on that day or beyond. I could be completely wrong. This is just speculation. They've got a few more things under their sleeve. Well, I can't wait to hear these FanFest things up their sleeve. I don't know how much longer they could wait. It's already February 15th. Damn. We'll probably get more FanFest or more news on FanFest once One Piece Season 2 comes out next month. Damn, that's playing really close to the chest then, because FanFest is April, so I don't know. I guess the One Piece hype will be pretty damn high because the whole show will debut, and then go meet the characters at Universal. That's a good 1-2 punch right there. All right, my closing thoughts. I'm just itching to hear FanFest news. And at the same time, I can't wait to keep seeing the progression on Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. We're just waiting for those things to start drifting. We're waiting for the actual ride vehicles to be thrown out there finally, where we can see the colors and how beautiful they're going to be. And at the same time, at Disneyland, I'm waiting on Coco news just as much as anybody. And whatever it's going to be, we really don't know yet. But I'm excited. I'm excited where all these theme parks are going. And the same thing with Knott's. Knott's actually has some stuff going on too with Montezuma. And we've heard a lot of other cool stuff at Knott's, but I don't think it's the right time to talk about it yet. But
do you let them know, Mondo, when when they'll start to see content from you from Boysenberry Festival, like around when the time the media preview is?
I already
can they know that yet or no?
It is wow. At the end of February, we'll have some Boysenberry content. End of February. Right at the end of February. Man, February always throws me off because it's 28 days, Danny. It's not the full Monty, the full 31. 28 days. February goes so fast. But thank you, Danny. Awesome live stream. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We are firing it down like Cali Bay. Just as Danny are calling it a day. I'm the main host, Mondo.